Away from the State House now, there is a particular sector of the economy that has an intriguing story to be told from generation to generation. Can you guess what the content of this story will be? And what sector we're talking about? Anyways, I know the voice behind the story will let out the cat out of the bag as to the sector and the correspondent. Let's see this.
It is a sector with long history. The Nigerian railway sector, which dates back hundreds of years. For more than 100 years, the British government completed Nigeria's first rail line in 1898. Within this period, train services were active and the annual movement of passengers was about 11 million in 1963. Sadly, in the 70s, these services began to decline due to mismanagement and neglect, so the number of passengers dropped to 1 million in 2009. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to revive the rail line, but in 2015 the story changed. The railway system plays a critical role in any country's socio-economic development. And when this administration came on board, developing Nigeria's railway system took center stage. And since then, they never look back. In 7 years, 4 major rail projects have been completed and inaugurated. The Abuja-Kaduna, the Lagos to Ibadan, the Itape-Warri, and not forgetting the Abuja Light Rail. Since commercial operations started in 2016, the 187-kilometer Abuja to Kaduna standard gauge rail line with 10 stations has moved not less than 15 million passengers from Abuja to Kaduna and back.
The thing that we are seeing abroad, it is now here together with us in Nigeria. So seriously, the government is trying to...
In 2018, the Abuja Light Rail connecting the city center to Idu Station and Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport came into operations. Construction for the Itape-Warri railway line started in 1987 and it was abandoned for more than 30 years. But in 2020, it was completed and inaugurated.
Where they travel, it will be very convenient for us. With this experience, in fact, I am very happy.
With the 326 rail line with 12 modern stations in operations, connecting the northern and southern region of the country was made easy as hundreds of goods and passengers are moved daily.
The freight movement on the standard gauge is Itape-Warri that has come up. We are moving the pipes for the AKK project, and another company has come up to move cassava.
Most Nigerians think that railway is for passenger transportation. No, it's movement of cargoes to create and grow the economy. It's basically to move goods and services, the ones you want to export as a result of production, or the ones you're bringing in as a result of importation.
In 2021, then came the 312-kilometer 11 stations Lagos to Ibadan standard gauge double-track rail line connecting the states of Lagos, Ogun and Oyo states. This rail line improved the style of traveling. The Mobolaji Johnson station in Lagos State is one of the biggest in West Africa, with about 7,000 seating capacity.
This is what you call money well used, judiciously utilized. Because anybody will feel proud, high and mighty, low and lowly, would want to come to a beautiful place like this. It's just like an international airport.
The movement of passengers and goods. These huge projects have generated revenue, created jobs, and opened up communities along the corridors. Federal government is still on with more projects across the country. Construction work is on at the Kano to Kaduna and the Port Harcourt to Maiduguri rail lines.
This particular project is supposed to be financed through a foreign loan up to the tune of 85%, while Nigeria is to support it with 15%. All the work you are seeing here now is from the contribution by the Nigerian government.
The story of Nigerian rail sector cannot be told without mention of the sabotage to derail federal government's efforts at reviving the industry. The attacks and kidnapping incidents at the Abuja to Kaduna train affected lives, train movements and revenue generation. Although with government intervention, all kidnapped victims were released, train movement has commenced and tight security put in place to prevent future reoccurrence. Oyinaya Kalu Oka, NTA News.